There's an old saying, don't boast before the battle. And that's a lesson Lamin Yamal might want to take to heart after the El Clásico night at the Santiago Bernabéu. In the days leading up to the clash, the 18-year-old prodigy had stoked the flames with bold words and provocative gestures aimed at Real Madrid. But when the lights came on and the whistles blew, the young star found himself at the center of hostility, and Madrid were more than happy to answer back. They didn't just respond with jeers and relentless whistles every time Yamal touched the ball. They responded the Real Madrid way, with class, control, and a 2-1 victory that reminded everyone who rules Spanish football. On a night when Los Blancos reaffirmed their dominance, they silenced Yamal completely and handed the stage to another young genius rediscovering his ruthless form, Jude Bellingham. Matchday 10 of La Liga 2025-26 delivered an El Clásico that had everything: breathless drama, chaos, controversy, and moments of brilliance. As always, it was wild, emotional, and drenched in the kind of intensity only this rivalry can offer. VAR had its hands full all night. Kylian Mbappé went through a full roller coaster of emotions, while Xabi Alonso showed that his project is very much on track, pulling 5 points clear of a weary, disjointed Barcelona under Hansi Flick. And it didn't take long for the drama to explode. Just 2 minutes in, Vinicius Jr. darted into the box with his trademark electric pace and went down after a tangle with none other than Lamin Yamal. Referee Soto Grado wasted no time. Penalty, he said, but that was only the opening act. VAR stepped in. After a review, the referee overturned his decision. Slow-motion replays showed that Vinicius might have initiated the contact rather than being fouled. Instantly, the Bernabéu erupted with familiar chants, "Negreira! Negreira!" a mocking roar that echoed through the stands, a reminder of Barcelona's infamous referee scandal and the perfect spark for a chaotic, unforgettable night in Madrid. Barely 10 minutes later, the Bernabéu erupted, or at least it thought it did. Barcelona's net rippled after a breathtaking moment of brilliance. Arda Güler, with a touch of pure magic, nicked the ball with a back-heel flick, and Kylian Mbappé unleashed a thunderous volley from outside the box. A world-class strike. But once again, VAR had other ideas. The flag was up. The entire decision hinged on whether Arda Güler or Fermín López had the final touch before the ball reached Mbappé. The semi-automated offside system revealed that the Frenchman was off by the slimmest of margins. Millimeters separated glory from frustration. You could see the disbelief etched across the faces of Madrid's players. But the home side didn't have to wait long. What was written in the stars was bound to happen. Jude Bellingham, with his extraordinary vision, slipped a piercing through ball past Barcelona's high line. Mbappé raced clear and finished coldly, drilling the ball low past Szczęsny. This time there was no VAR, no flag, just pure release. As referee Soto Grado pointed to the center circle, the entire Bernabéu exhaled in unison. This El Clásico made history as the first ever to feature English players on both sides. And while Marcus Rashford provided the assist for Fermín López's equalizer, capitalizing on a costly mistake from Güler, it was the other Englishman, Jude Bellingham, who stole the show. There could have been no grander stage for Bellingham's rebirth. After a frustrating 2024-25 campaign marred by a serious shoulder injury that required summer surgery, the 22-year-old midfielder is finding his rhythm again. Having opened his Champions League account midweek against Juventus, he carried that momentum straight into the Clásico, tormenting Barcelona just as he did in both league encounters during the 2023-24 season. If the assist for Mbappé was a stroke of artistry, a beautiful outside foot flick reminiscent of his setup for Vinicius in the 2024 Supercopa final, then his goal to make it 2-1 before halftime was all about instincts. From a looping cross, Eder Militão nodded the ball across the face of goal, and Bellingham, perfectly positioned, pounced to tap it home from close range. Bellingham's confidence was unmistakable. In the 68th minute, he nearly added another goal, gliding past Pau Cubarsí with trademark elegance before being denied by Barcelona's perfectly timed offside trap. From a sluggish display in the 5-2 defeat to Atletico Madrid, his first start since shoulder surgery, Bellingham has transformed into the man for the big occasion, delivering exactly what Xabi Alonso demands from his midfield general. On the opposite side, Lamin Yamal endured a night he'll want to forget. In the build-up to the match, the 18-year-old prodigy had playfully, but foolishly, thrown fuel on the fire. During a Kings League livestream, he joked that Real Madrid players were whiners and thieves, then later shared a photo of angry Madrid fans from the last time he scored against them. Those little provocations, harmless as they may have seemed, became ammunition for the Bernabéu faithful. From the second minute, when he narrowly escaped conceding a penalty, Yamal was relentlessly targeted. Every touch he took was met with deafening whistles and jeers. The hostility seeped into his game, and the pressure clearly took its toll. Throughout the 90 minutes, the young winger was a ghost in attack. In the first half, his one shot sailed high over the bar. In the second, another long-range effort flew into the stands, greeted by a roar of mock celebration from the Madrid crowd. The atmosphere had swallowed him whole. The stats painted a brutal picture. One off-target shot in the first half, 8 possessions lost, only 1 successful dribble, and just 4 passes completed in the final third. He was completely neutralized by left-back Álvaro Carreras, who shadowed his every move. The Copa Trophy meant little on this ferocious Clásico night. Yamal remains a phenomenal talent, no one doubts that. But this was a painful lesson, both on and off the pitch. A reminder that greatness in football isn't only about skill, it's about resilience under fire. And truth be told, it wasn't just Yamal. Barcelona as a whole were disappointing, slow, disjointed, and devoid of authority. From high up in the stands, Hansi Flick could only watch, serving his touchline suspension while assistant Marcus Sorg took charge on the bench. What followed was chaos, confusion, and a clear sign that something is deeply broken at Barcelona. The clearest example came in the 75th minute. Sorg made a double substitution, bringing on Caicedo and Ronald Araujo for Ferran Torres and Eric Garcia. The reaction on the pitch said it all: disbelief, hesitation, and confusion. Frenkie de Jong had to shout toward the bench, asking how the team was even supposed to line up. In the end, Rashford was pushed up front. Fermin Lopez was moved out wide, but nothing worked. Yes, the injuries to Robert Lewandowski, Dani Olmo, and Rafinha limited their options. But that doesn't excuse such a disjointed, lifeless display. Something is off at Barcelona, and unless they change fast, their reign as La Liga champions will slip away. Across the divide, Xabi Alonso's Real Madrid looked like a team built with purpose. Tactically, Alonso was masterful. In the first half, Madrid's shape constantly disrupted Barca's lines. Mbappé pinned the center-backs, Vinicius stretched the left flank, while Bellingham and Güler drifted intelligently between the midfield and defensive lines. The opening goal was a tactical masterpiece. Camavinga drifted right, Bellingham dropped into the pocket, turned smoothly, and delivered the killer pass. Madrid kept exploiting the space behind Alejandro Balde every time the young fullback ventured forward. In the second half, even after Mbappé missed a penalty in the 51st minute, awarded via VAR after Eric Garcia handled the ball, Real never lost control. They simply shifted gears, sat deeper, absorbed pressure, and waited for moments to break. It was calculated, composed football, and it worked to perfection. Barcelona threw everything forward, even pushing Araujo up as a makeshift striker during 9 minutes of added time. But it was hopeless. Madrid's defense stood tall, disciplined and defiant, repelling wave after wave of desperate attacks. As the match reached its chaotic finale, Pedri sent off for a second yellow, staff from both benches clashing, police intervening, and Madrid's backup keeper Andriy Lunin seeing red, one truth remained clear. Real Madrid were superior in every possible way. This was not just a victory, it was a statement. Every decision Alonso made, from tactics to personnel, hit the mark. His project is taking shape, his ideas taking root. And with a 5-point cushion over their eternal rivals, Los Blancos have sent a chilling message to the rest of La Liga. The throne belongs to them now.